All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. I know I'm ripping this off from DX a little bit, but it's okay. I guess it's my show. I can do whatever the hell I want, right? But welcome back to the podcast of awesomeness. We're on episode number 9 today. Seems like a bit of a milestone. I know milestone is about episode 10 probably, but we're on episode number 9 now, and it's been such an incredible journey. I guess I'm getting way ahead of my myself. It's only ninth episode, but each episode we did so well, like from number 1 to 2 to 3, and then so on, and then we got to episode number 9, which is absolutely phenomenal, and it wouldn't have been without the continued support of you guys, and you know who you are, right? Some of you are just bashing for no apparent reason, and you know who you are too. But in this episode, it's actually going to be a pretty interesting one. I know I'm saying this for some specific episodes. The last one was quite a personal one, but on this, we're back onto the topic of the myth that is wrestling, right? People in some parts of the world take it as an absolute taboo. I don't know why it is, but it is a taboo kind of thing in Pakistan. But the person actually we have with us today, I am absolutely shocked that we got her on the podcast of awesomeness because it's absolutely astounding. Uh, a little bit of the background about our guest. She's only 18 years old when and she's been training since 2017 from what I heard. So she was about 16, I guess 15 or 16. She started training. Dude, when I was 16, I used to believe Undertaker and Kane are real brothers. That's the difference between that the entire things and everything. But she's been training since 2017. That's great. She is from I believe I'm pronouncing this right. She's from Oberhausen, Germany. With us today, we have possibly the best wrestler in the female category. I know it's a bit controversial to say female wrestlers because it's just wrestlers, not female or male. But with us today, we actually have, and believe it or not, Taz Joyce is your only choice, as she put it very bluntly. And we have with us, let's get her on here. Hey, Taz, how are you doing today?
Thanks for inviting me. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So thank you so much for giving your valuable time to us. It's great to have you on the podcast of awesomeness. And just to let you know, Taz, this is live, so we already have people watching and they're already commenting. Get some of the comments on here. All right. So we already got one comment. It's a bit tiny for me to read.
Taz is
It's
a commentator. Okay.
it's not that Taz, sir. It's a different Taz. They must be thinking about that bald dude with the glasses, Taz. All right, yeah.
Oh,
So Taz, thank you so much for coming on here. And the time that we got to the term that you'll be coming on one of the episodes, I looked up a lot of the work that you did, and it's completely phenomenal what you did so far. So going starting off with this episode, how was how are you actually today, right now during the quarantine days? I believe everything is house stuck and not working. So how are you coping with that?
since I'm always home and I'm an
Mm-hmm,
introvert, it's
mm-hmm,
nothing like it's quite boring and yeah, it's not easy like not going out with your friends and stuff. Yeah.
mm-hmm. Okay. So before the quarantine hit and we were all doomed to live with our parents for some time, as in some communities it is. What was it like for you before we were down to the quarantine? Were you working full time? I believe that you were down with GFW for some time too.
Yeah, I participated in like a talent show. It's like Tough Enough. If I like
Mm-hmm,
like quite like Tough Enough. I was there for one episode, did not get any,
mm-hmm,
but it was a great experience. And I did not work. I'm not working. I'm currently doing my school because I took a break off because of wrestling.
okay,
Do my
okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So that's okay, and I think it'll resume pretty soon, and you'll be back on top very soon. So how was it like? Because I've never been to Germany. Of course, I've seen movies that highlighted Germany a little bit, but I've never been to Germany myself. So how was your childhood like in living there and growing up? Were you into wrestling all that much, or were you not into wrestling as a kid?
I was into wrestling like 24/7. I always had like my costume,
Hmm.
like my Rey Mysterio man.
Hmm.
Always played with
Hmm.
friends like wrestling. Um,
Hmm.
Childhood was all about WWE, and
Hmm.
I knew, yeah.
Okay, so when you finally decided to, get onto this route, because it's not an easy decision to make when you first, make a decision, like a firm decision. It's not like you're thinking about something and today you're gonna forget about it. When you finally made a firm and concrete decision that this is the direction that you're gonna take, uh, were did you had any kind of obstacles living through that? Were your parents supportive of that decision? Did you have any problems with that?
Quite a few, yeah. In school, people would make fun of it, like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
or she does wrestling, like
Mm-hmm.
just you and stuff. I think everybody goes through that if they start with
Mm-hmm.
wrestling. My parents do support it, but due to many concussions, they do not anymore. And yeah, that's the only issues I've had so
Mm-hmm.
far.
Mm-hmm. When we started, I don't know if our mutual friend told you about this, but when we started in this country, in Pakistan, we didn't have anything to go by. There was literally no promotion, no person in the entire country who was supporting it. Everybody in this country is hell bent on cricket, maybe a little bit on football, but highly they're on to cricket. They don't want anything else in Pakistan. So we about 8 years ago, 7 years ago, we literally had to build our own company to to get the ball rolling because there was nobody who was willing to do that. Before we got that done, I was just googling and searching, so I found somebody who was in another city that's about I think 48 hours away from my city, and that dude said, "Yeah, I'll train you and I'll charge a small fee." I said, "Okay, what's the small fee?" And he said, "Not too much, $200 a day." I said, well, thank you. This is where we part ways because I'm not paying $200 a day for that. I don't even know if you have that kind of training because wrestling is seen with two different eyes in this country. Wrestling for us is wrestling is in WWE. Wrestling for people in Pakistan, there is another sports that is also called wrestling, but it's not so much as what we do. It's not in the ring. It's done on the dirt. Yeah, you're saying something?
You mean the catch wrestling?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Where they put oils and they just, do some fancy stuff. So that's that. So when you were trying to get into the wrestling and everything, I believe the first thing, the first impressions you had with the wrestling was with I think with WXW, right?
That's not correct. I did train
Okay.
at a before that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Before that, I was like 2 years with a backyard school.
Okay.
Um, Dockers. I don't know if it says something. I
Mm-hmm.
had a shows there, like three, I think, if I'm not
Mm-hmm.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I'm sorry. And ever since, I think I've been training
Mm-hmm.
for a year, I think, 5, if I'm right. Yeah. So I did
Okay.
train.
Yeah, I see that. So how was the backyard stuff for you? Was it fun? Because whenever I saw anybody's backstory or documentary from any famous performer, they also started with the backyard wrestling, and I guess most of the wrestlers start that way. So how was it for you? Did we get like many people watching? People were supportive of that?
Um, People were supportive of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it wasn't that much people, but like for me, it was a big thing to like have
Mm-hmm.
50. 20 people watch you, it's a
Yeah,
big thing. It's a, I
yeah.
don't know, or something. Um, and but like after I left Dockers, there would be people who would be telling me that they're not good and stuff, and I would like save it in my head and also think like backyard is bad. I would like not accept the backyard part
Hmm.
because people talking
Hmm.
to me. So yeah, that's that after I left Dockers.
Yeah, I think it's very important that either you have 20 people or even two people watching and supporting. In wrestling, you really need people to help you with that. When I remember in my first match, we had 80 people, and God knows how we managed to get those 80 people in, because back in the days, as I mentioned, there were nobody trying to support. Even when we told our friends that we're doing this, they were all great fans. They're fans, but when you tell them that you're doing it, they're like, really? I don't want to do it, but they probably make fun of that. So in my first match, I was during the match when we were about 15 minutes in, and I hit this one version of DDT. If you've seen Miz doing it, you kick the guy and he's on his knees, and you put the DDT on. So I did that, and I'm going for the pin, and just one dude out of those 80 people started chanting Heather, Heather, and I, for one, just completely lost everything, and I'm looking like, who's shouting my name? Who's that? And the other guy who's I'm wrestling, and he just, after the match, he told me like, dude, I'm waiting for you to pin me. Where were you? And it's like, look, I was looking for my fan and the crowd. But he did come up to me after the match, and it's a great feeling when people come up to you, they shake your hands. It's a really nice feeling. So with that being said, I think I mentioned about the guy who were on our last episode. I think you trained with him, the rotation.
Great guy.
That's it.
Yeah, he's a great coach. You can learn a lot from him. He
Hmm.
does flying, as you probably know.
Hmm.
Great guy.
Okay. One very, very basic question. So, what made you fall in love with wrestling? Was it that you were watching on TV? Was it any specific moment? Was it any specific diva? What was it?
It wasn't a diva. It was Rey Mysterio, to be exactly.
That's that.
Yeah,
That's
I
new.
I wanted to be just like him, even though I'm a girl.
Hmm.
Yeah, because he was like jumping around and flying around. He
Hmm.
didn't like take a step and start with wrestling. Yeah.
Yeah. So I take it that you, following the footsteps of Mysterio, that you also want to get into that kind of lucha libre style wrestling.
Not really. It would more be like
Hmm.
all like everything because I'm scared of heights. So yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's one of the things that you and I share both. Because whenever there is a spot that includes superplex, I usually get nervous. But then you have to get over your fear of heights and everything if you want to make it into the wrestling. And that's also one of the things that audience does for you when you're training for something. You practically don't do that, but when there are people and they're cheering you on, you kind of just gets to it, and then you kind of just does whatever it is. So it's also kind of fun. So did you aside from Rey Mysterio, when you started like watching WWE and everything, who was your favorite on with that particular company?
From the roster,
Yeah, from the roster.
Randy Orton, I would say.
Yeah. Okay. He's I've talked to Randy Orton once before.
I would like to meet him. He's awesome.
Yeah, he's a
Like
he's a very cool person. Yeah. Yeah.
he's a
All right. Yeah, go ahead.
wrestler.
Sorry, I didn't get. You were saying something about Randy Orton?
Yeah, that he's an oh never mind. I'm sorry. I was just
Okay, all right, all right. So coming back to, I think you answered that, but I don't know if we talked more about that. But how was it your time with when that was like the tough enough type of scene? So what was it like going there? And I saw you had also had a match there. So what was going to be the outcome of that? Because there are a couple of episodes there. So they were trying to do like tough enough, or what were they trying to achieve with that?
I don't think they were trying to copy Tough Enough. I think that, like, for me, for example, it got me a little bit more recognition as a trainee in Germany, and I think their goal is to give more recognition to female
Mm-hmm.
in Germany, especially wrestlers that are like myself.
Mm-hmm.
I think their goal is just to make female wrestling more known and to like more putting it out there. The experience was, I was happy. I wasn't nervous. I don't know why. I was just really
Mm-hmm.
motivated and stuff. I don't know, but like I thought I would be nervous, but I wasn't. So, and it was a lot of fun. They welcomed
Mm-hmm.
me, family.
Yeah, I saw you were having a lot of fun there. The other girl that you were working with, I think her name was Nikki. Nikki was her name. I don't remember exactly.
Irene, Guliash. Yeah, Guliash.
Okay. Yeah. So I saw that. So you came in and there's judges there and you did the your intro with everything and you said, I'm here to, dominate and I've been busting my ass for the business and nobody else in the back is doing that. And then the other girl came in and she's doing her bit and she's doing, I've been here, I've never been here. And if anybody's noticing, there's you in the back making faces just to piss her off, and I can totally see how much fun you're having with that.
I had so much fun. I want to do it again, to be honest.
So what motivates you the most to get into a ring and start training again? What is that one thing that you need right now?
Um, to prove myself wrong, and especially to prove people wrong. Who I have a lot of people who did not
Mm-hmm.
believe, like many of us, and that's. But the main motivation would be to prove myself wrong, that I can do it,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
just my goals, because I'm kind of, I have to like reach my goal. It doesn't matter how long it takes. I just need
Mm-hmm.
to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I guess that's with everybody because when you're starting off something, because working in a professional wrestling career and especially, taking it as serious as we do, it's not really easy for people to digest because it's not a norm for other people. Like, they'll just go for, college and they go for, become a doctor or an engineer or accountant and stuff like that. So, when you tell somebody that I'm gonna be a professional wrestler full time, it's not easy for them to digest all that much. So for most of us, it's just proving them wrong because hey dude, you're an accountant, all right. So what? There are at least 2 billion accountants on the planet. I'm a professional wrestler. How many professional wrestlers there are? So I think it's a great trade that had. And speaking of trades, I just wanted to talk to you about your persona in the ring, and obviously it's just when I saw the photo and I said she can kick somebody's ass and break her jaw. So how similar are you with your in ring persona?
I would say 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
Like playing around with people. Like, for example, if you have siblings, I like to mess around and stuff. I'm childish. That
Mm-hmm.
I'm similar with Tazz Joyce. But for the mean part, I'm not. Like, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not. I will like beat you up or something. Like, that's not me. Yeah, but it's fun.
Yeah, but it's fun. It's fun to be. it's fun to be a villain. I'm not trying to break any kind of kayfabe here, but it's fun to be a villain sometimes. It kind of gets boring being the hero all the time. Ask John Cena. He's been doing that for over 12 years now. Nobody likes him. Yeah.
Like him.
So we have our yeah, we have the chairman of our company of REW. He's asking, what's your finisher?
Um, for like, I don't really have a finisher on a double foot stomp. Like
Mm-hmm.
finisher, if I continue
Okay.
some, yeah,
Okay. So double foot stomp, as in like the curb stomp, or
like,
is it something different?
like with 2 feet, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like not
Okay.
but like from running like the curb stomp kind of.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Actually, give me 1 second. Somebody's been knocking on my door. हाँ आ रहा हूँ अभी काम कर रहा हूँ अभी all right, sorry about that. That was my mom. She was telling me to come and eat. But so it's about 7:30 7:30 there for you, right? Sure. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Okay. There's a bit of a like 2 seconds lag there. I don't know why that is. It wasn't in the other episodes, but I think it's mainly because of the internet. All right. So right now, I'm actually going to introduce something that I've never done in my podcast before, and it's starting with you. So I guess it's gonna be like a special episode. So it's nothing too complicated. It's been done way too many times before. It's called the rapid fire round. So I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna tell you a few names, and you just have to express your opinion about that name. And you don't have any time to think about it.
Okay,
You cannot take a lot of time to think about it. It has to be rapid. Okay? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Now let's start with the rapid fire. Number one, The Undertaker. What do you think about it?
Stupid. Oh my god. I'm
You're gonna piss off so many people, man. You're gonna piss off so many people. All right, all right, all right. Moving on, moving on, moving on. Randy Orton,
amazing.
Alexa Bliss.
I don't know. I don't know.
All right,
uh,
Vince McMahon.
asshole.
All right, well that's accurate. Backyard wrestling. Tick tock, tick tock.
New. New.
All right, working with WWE or working with AEW,
WWE.
and why?
It's just always been my dream. So yeah.
All right. So do you think AEW is not doing all that much better that you would consider them?
No, I think they're doing great, but
Mm-hmm.
to have more of storytelling, like more of
Mm-hmm.
entertainment of
Mm-hmm.
the actual in ring thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. All right. Let's continue. We have two more questions. Working and staying in Germany for the rest of your life, or moving to other countries?
moving to other countries.
What countries?
Um, Japan, USA, like Korea,
Mm-hmm.
China.
All right. Final question. Intergender matches. Would you do it?
Yes, I love
Who
them.
would be who would be against that? And then don't say Joey Ryan. He does some pretty bad stuff.
Like even guys from WWE or
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
um,
Anybody. Anybody. Anybody.
I think Rey Mysterio. Yeah,
Would you tag with him or would you wrestle him?
I would like to wrestle him. Yeah.
All right. Well, that was our rapid fire round. You did actually great. I'm not sure about your comment about The Undertaker. I don't know how people are going to react to that.
It was just, I don't think he's stupid. It was just the first word in my head. So
Hmm. I mean, like, I mean, it happens for a reason, right? Do you think his gimmick is stupid per se, or do you think that he should be the American badass again, or uh, what do you think about it?
about Undertaker, I think he's amazing, but he's too old to continue. Like,
Hmm.
I don't like the fact that he's really old and he's still getting put in a ring. Like, I don't
Hmm.
think he's healthy to be in a ring, to be honest. So that bothers me a lot.
Hmm.
Right?
Okay.
Um,
All right. So we actually got one person here. He's actually also a fellow wrestler. He's been known as Dr. Daz. I'm sure our friend must have told you about him. He's asking if you can show us your mask that you were talking about it.
my masks. I put everything wrestling related in a box and put it,
Hmm.
not the garage, but like, under the house, the basement.
Hmm.
So I can't, it would take a while to like go down. So I'm
All right. All right. So okay, no problem. We'll let go the mask thing. So we have your friend here. He said people are actually watching the podcast. People always watch my podcast, man. What are you talking about? I'm famous. But but yeah, you did great with the rapid fire round. I've never done the rapid fire round, and it's one of the things that everybody kind of does in their episodes, and it's kind of fun. What do you think about it? Was it fun?
Let's do it again sometime. I don't know. It was fun.
Yeah. All right. So coming back to the world of wrestling, due to this unfortunate event, pandemic, and the virus, we had our first WrestleMania without any people. Did you get to watch it?
Um, Not really. I was like my sleep
Hmm.
schedule, so
Hmm.
went to sleep. But
Okay.
I
But I'm sure you must have seen some clips of it on YouTube or someplace. So what do
yeah,
you think? Like, how was it? How was it seeing WrestleMania without anybody in there?
it was weird. Like I don't know why they're doing it, but it's entertaining, but also
Hmm.
weird.
Hmm.
The other hand, you can see how great those wrestlers can act
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
audience, but they act like there is. So
Okay.
shows how amazing those people are. But it was weird. Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely weird to say the least, but I think the if you haven't seen it, you should check that Boneyard match with The Undertaker and AJ Styles. It was actually kind of like a short film. They filmed it way before WrestleMania and they aired it with WrestleMania. So it was one of the things that actually saved WrestleMania this year because everything else was pretty weird to say the least. So speaking of you mentioned about working in other countries. Now that you know that we exist in Pakistan with REW, would you ever consider coming here and working with us?
Absolutely. Like, yes.
All right. Well, to be very honest with you, we have a kind of a society where people don't see female wrestlers as something that they would appreciate. So I think when you do get to come here, you can actually train more people because we don't really have female wrestlers, and of course, the people who are wrestling boys can't train girls. Um, so I think that could be one of the things that would be great. So did you have any previous impression about Pakistan? Did you ever Googled it or how did you? I think it was through your friend, right?
Cash. Um, I know that the wrestling scene is not that big there, and
Yeah.
I know you had like one show. I think like some months ago, Cash
Hmm.
was against Alex Cuevas. Have you
Hmm.
heard? It was like
Yeah, yeah,
mania thing. You
yeah. It
and
was it was a pretty big one. Yeah.
it was great. Like you had many people.
Hmm.
Um, And I hope for the future that you like get to grow because you have some good wrestlers over there.
Hmm. Yeah, just to let you know, it's a different company.
Oh, it's a different company, but like
Yeah.
this.
So yeah, so we're there are two major companies that are working here. So one is REW, which we are, and then there is another company that you might have seen the clips and cashiers related to that other company as of right now. But I'm sure that you love what we're planning. We have a mega show planned for after this religious month. So there's a religious month coming up for Muslims that's going to end in 1 month. So after that ends, we're gonna just go bonkers with it and just, blew the roof off of it. All right, so we have our good friend asking, what song would you pick as your entrance song?
Ooh, You Can't Stop Me by Andy Mineo. You know that?
Okay.
I don't.
No, I don't think so. But we can play it if you would like.
Okay, it's a
What
great.
what, what is it called again?
You Can't Stop Me by Andy Mineo.
You can stop me. All right. I'm sure they wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, I know.
There we go. Ending. So you're gonna put this as your permanent entrance, or is it something that you would take on for a while and then probably, and if you like anything else, that you'd move to something else?
I'd leave it forever. Yeah.
Yeah, much like Shawn Michaels did.
Uh, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Shawn Michaels is the only guy to have one theme song throughout his career.
I would do the same. Like same old song.
This one would be so great if the theme is playing and then you're coming from the back of the camera as if you're trying to make an entrance, but I think that'll be a bit weird for the podcast.
It would.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing. It sounds nice. All right, so that's that. I don't want to get copyright into my podcast because we did a couple days ago.
Ooh,
Uh, believe it or not, WWE copyrighted on my podcast. I was trying to play a theme or something, but yeah. Um, but coming to themes, how good are you with WWE themes? Do you know all of them? Do you know some of them?
Um, I know some, but like some like lyrics, not more.
Hmm. Hmm. Here's my personal. I'm gonna get back to the themes thing, but I just think of that when you ever come to Pakistan and you're obviously into intergender matches, would you, in your lifetime, being in your complete sense of mind, would wrestle Cash?
I would totally beat his ass. I swear to God. I would love to. I would love to. That's great.
Yeah, he's probably one of the few people that I know that has so much energy. Unfortunately, I can't say much about him because he's not from around here. He's from way over there from another part of the country, and also another company too. So yeah, I think I wrestled him once before, but never got a chance to do that. But I think when we open again, in our company, we have so many talented people. And unfortunately, no women wrestling yet, but there will be very soon, and that's hopefully when you come in and everything. Um, so what we will do, Taz, is we're gonna do another fun segment. We have never done this before, and since we're having so much fun, we're gonna go continue that. So what I'll do is I'll just play a random theme song from WWE, and you have to guess it.
Okay.
Are you sure you ready for this?
Not really, but yeah, let's go.
All right. We're never ready. That's the beauty of us wrestlers. We're never actually ready. We just go. All right. So theme number one for you, Taz.
Or I don't know. Who is it? AJ Styles? No?
AJ Styles, correct. Bing, bing, bing. You got one right. All right, so we're on to number two. And if you don't get this, I'm really gonna be angry with this one because it's my personal favorite, to be honest with you. All right, so here we go.
Sir. No? Yes? Dolph Ziggler, right? Come on.
Wait,
No,
what? Which
not,
one?
not Dolph Ziggler. Wait, who is it? Who is it? It's not Dolph Ziggler, is it?
You
It's
want me to play it again?
Triple H? Wait,
No,
I don't know.
I can play again. All right,
Yeah,
let's play again. Hold on. Let's play again.
shit, I know who it is. Shawn Michaels? Yeah, right?
No, he.
Edge, right? It's
There
Edge.
you go. Took you long enough. It's Edge. Man, that was what about five, 6 attempts to recognize Edge. He's probably all of us our favorites. All right, so next theme song, and this is going to be a bit complicated one. All right, who's that?
I don't know. Uh,
He's very close to Edge. A hint.
uh, Christian, right?
Christian. There we go. There we go. All right. So next theme song. You're actually doing pretty good at this. Some people just fail miserably. All right. So there you go. The next one. It's actually also one of the good ones. And my internet is acting up. Great. Sorry, we don't have any budget for the show right now. Oh, there you go.
Batista, right?
Batista. There you go. Do you like Batista?
I like him. Yeah.
All right. See, yeah, because you didn't really spend all that much time recognizing that one. All right. Next theme, and this is going to be fairly easy one. See, I blew up. He just said the name. It was Brock Lesnar. Man, I need to find some people to invest in my show ever since, we need budget. We need better mics and everything on here. All right. So let's go with this one. All right, this is a good one. Let's go with this one.
Again, he's
Nah, it's not Batista.
Albert
Any guesses?
Alberto.
No? No.
No.
You okay, I'll give you a hint. He was unbeatable in WCW.
I
He
don't know.
was un he was okay, another hint. He just who?
Andrew Giant.
No, 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 no. He's a big guy. He's a bald big guy
Uh,
from WCW.
I don't know. Mark Henry? No, right? No, he's not bald.
He is now, but he was not before.
Mark Henry. I would say Mark Henry.
No,
Yes.
it's not more. Okay, another hint. Whenever he's cutting his promo and everything, he always says, "You're next."
Or shit, I have it. What's the name? Wait, I know who it is. You're next.
Yeah,
Uh,
you have 5 seconds.
Wait, it doesn't come out. I have it in my head. I don't wait. Um, okay, I give up. I give up.
All right, it's Goldberg.
Ah, shit. I
Yeah,
knew it.
he was unbeatable in WCW, and yeah, he was great. Okay, this last one is I'm just gonna give it away. I know you know this because you'll know this by heart, but I'm still gonna play it for you.
Rey Mysterio. Yeah.
There you go. Right, right. So you got I think you got all of them except for Goldberg. You got pretty much all of them except for Goldberg. But hey, you did play it great, and it was all great. So we got the rapid fire down. You were great with that. You know the themes and everything. So officially welcome to the Nerd Club, man.
Or
You're
five. I don't know.
High five, man. High five. You're welcome to the Nerd Club. So, Kaz, unfortunately, there's one thing that bugs me every time that we do a podcast is that when we're talking about wrestling, time goes by so fast that we don't even recognize it. And 40 minutes went past like that because it was just a second ago when we started. So, unfortunately, we're out of time for this episode. But before we go, I have one final question for you, and you can kind of take your time with it if as much as you want. What is the future of Taz Joyce?
As for now, I'm on a break, like retired.
Hmm.
But for the future, I would like to get back into the ring. And as for the future, I see myself somewhere on the. Excuse me.
Sorry, there was a lag there for again. Yeah, you were saying something I didn't get that. So you're saying that you're on a break, but you're gonna come back very soon, right?
Yeah, not very soon, but like maybe as soon as I'm ready and motivated again. Like
Mm-hmm.
also concussions, it's still the symptoms are not
Mm-hmm.
gone. So I'm waiting for that, and um, I see myself somewhere on the top, to be honest, because I myself and not to sound cocky, but I know if I continue, I will be one of the top female wrestlers in Germany. Like I trust in
Mm-hmm.
myself. Yeah,
I'm sure, and I'll travel to Germany just to see one of your matches or to one of your shows. So it was great talking to you today, Chaz, and I'm sure that you'll have many successes in your life. I'm sure you'll be one of the best people in wrestling in coming time in Germany. Not only in Germany, I'm sure you'll travel to other countries soon to make your mark upon it. It was great talking to you, and I'm sure that if we get ever this time again and you're free, then we'll do another episode with you if you're free. So I want to just thank you again, and hope for just best of luck in your future.
for having me.
Thank you so much, Taz. So, guys, that was it for our episode for tonight. That was episode number 9 of the podcast of awesomeness. I'm sure that you guys enjoyed it just as much as we did, and we're gonna continue down that same thing, and we're gonna do more episodes with just as much fun as we had today. So, for tonight, sayonara and take care and stay indoors, please. Don't go outside. All right, guys. Thank you. Bye bye.